I hope everything's going all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the show. I'm really glad that you came here to discuss about Baby Bump and choices, and
Okay.
really thankful for that. Can you introduce
Okay.
yourself a little bit? Ami, our Blue Arrow underscore Girl X edits X, as you are on the Instagram where you post your playthroughs and edits. So a little
Um.
introduction of yourself.
So do I say like when? Do I say about myself?
Yeah, just
Mm,
about how you love choices and yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. My name is Amy. I started playing Choices around 2018. The first book I played in Choices was Bloodbound. Bloodbound.
Oh wow, that's really
Um. And I
yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Wow, yeah, Bloodbound is a really nice book. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and if I may ask, how did you get into choices? I mean, how did you find about this app?
I saw one of their ads and I really got confused about it, so I decided to download the game, and um, the stories are nothing like the ads. It's really good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
I also started playing in 2019, and at that, played one book that was not choices, but another app, game story app. And then I was searching for other games, and most games were gender locked and not really diverse, or there were not much books. But
Uh,
choices, I found out, and I really loved it when I found it
yeah,
out, and I still am with choices. And my first book was High School Story, and I
uh,
absolutely loved it.
yeah, same.
Do you like High School Story too?
Yeah, I've also played it.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's just a nice book.
Yep.
So, what would you say is your some favorite books and allies in choices so far you have played till this day? Now, some favorite books and some favorite allies that have really touched your heart.
Um, my favorite books and choices was like Ride or Die and Bloodbound. So,
Ride or Die.
and,
Yeah.
and I also like Blade. So like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bloodbound and Ride or Die. They're really nice books.
Yeah,
And specifically these are from old days of choices and
yeah,
quality books, quality plot, and great characters also.
yeah.
That's cool. And what about allies, love interests?
Oh, my favorite, I think everyone knew my favorite love interest is Colt from Ride or Die.
Gold, yeah.
Yeah. I also like
Definitely.
I also like Ethan a little bit when Edward too on Distant Shores and Adrian as
Yeah,
well.
Adrian and Edward. Yeah, I really liked
Yeah.
Edward. I haven't played much of Bloodbound, so but yeah, Adrian is a likable character, and yeah,
Yeah.
Edward, I liked him too. Actually, all the characters in Distant Shores were really nice. Specific love interests, main two
Yeah.
love interests, Edward and Charlie. Yeah, they were nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
That's cool. And Colt, yeah, I think he's really underrated as an ally because it was Logan dominated. But yeah,
Yeah.
Colt is a great ally.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So let's come to talk about Baby Bump book. So
Okay.
when you first started playing about Baby Bump, let's go back to Baby Bump book one. How did you feel about that book, Baby Bump book one?
Um. It was okay. I was confused of uh story of how would they make a book about a pregnant woman, but it turned out okay. Mm, mm, way.
Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah,
Yeah, go
enjoyed
on.
the story. Yeah. Enjoyed the story. And my other just there was the mayor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
he was
I
great.
would like, yeah, I would like to ask this question about the mayor because I played as a Myra as the mayor. I chose her, and there's Miles. Now,
Yeah.
can you tell me, because I have seen your playthroughs with Miles, and so while Myra, I have seen like she whenever she smiles, it's like she's not born to smile. Like she has a really tough face, and she's always like angry or she's gonna shout at you, but she
Yeah.
smiles. It's really different. But with the Miles, his smiley face is like, yeah, it's quite natural. So I think Myra is like more. So are they different? What do you think about that?
Um, I thought it was different as well. And thing. Yeah, Miles does have a sweet smile. But
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, the part I
yeah,
liked about Myra is like her smile. Like she
yeah,
like whenever she smiled, it was like she's forcing that, and the MC and others would tease her
yeah.
about that. Yeah, I was just wondering about Miles. Yeah.
Think I think even though they're like the same character, they kind of a little different. Look different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one male and the other one's female. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So this Baby on Book One specifically, how it goes, I think it basically points out how our MC gets pregnant. I think, and mainly it involves Clint
yeah.
Covington, first him, and then
Yeah.
we come across the mayor, and then our rivals like Craig and um,
Cassandra.
yeah, Cassandra then.
Mm.
So and it was all set in a small town. How did you like the small town vibe and these different characters in book one?
It felt sweet that it was in a small town. Like,
Yeah,
mm,
that
um,
true.
wasn't,
Yeah, go on.
um, it it wasn't that um interesting in book one, but I think book two started to get more like
Yeah.
well, good.
Yeah. So talking of book two now, in
Okay.
book two we mainly see like at book one we end we are still pregnant, and book two our main character starts as a pregnant woman, and then we have multiple fights. I think really you're right, because in book one it was interesting, but I think really the whole book it hinges on book two. Because I
Mm,
personally felt like in book two, RMC as a pregnant woman, she does a lot of stuff. First of all, she has the mayoral election, then
mm,
Covington's family issues. We made Jaberia,
yeah,
I think, the father, and then the brother, their issues, then other, mayoral election again with Craig, then with
yeah,
Parks, we're talking about other moms. So till chapter 14, before our delivery, it was like a big fight for MC, and everyone was looking up to MC. At one point, MC breaks down, gets really angry. So it was a whole lot of experience for the players. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
what would you like to say about that?
Um, I what? Where was it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
book two, like how it went till delivery of
Um,
MC.
it was like really like more realistic how she started to get angry of how people kept asking her so many questions. Cause
Yeah,
yeah,
it was my main part. I really
yeah.
liked that. And coming to talk about the MC, what would you like to say? Like how this MC of Baby Bump is different than any other MCs, or what unique things you have found out about this MC?
Um, stars. This MC probably is is going to be a mom, so
Mm.
she's mm, So from the other Nancy, she's probably focused around the family thing, and she's like caring. them.
Yeah, more responsibility. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
and
and more responsible.
yeah, and yeah, I mean, really, I felt like the mother nature of MC, and also like different characters she
Yeah,
showed, and it's, like different roles she played, and with it was really nice throughout the book we have seen, specifically
yeah,
book 2. Yeah, it was really awesome.
yeah,
And there was only one main antagonist in this book, and that was Craig. How did you feel
yeah.
about Craig and his rigging the election and all the stuff, and how it turned out?
Kind of knew he was the one who would cheat on the election because I don't think anyone in Greystown would ever would vote for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we clearly got the majority.
yeah,
And also, this thing, I mean, Joyce did a really good job. Do you remember how, it was a really small scene? Like, we were voting, and then I think our pen ink, something happened, and we do like
yeah,
scratch the bottom, and it was a really short thing, silly thing, but
yeah,
that turns out to be a very vital thing when we are searching for the ballots, and we see, look, it's our ballot and it was stolen. So that
yeah,
was a really good tiny detail, right?
yeah. That was a great detail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And how did you feel about the scene? I didn't play after chapter 14 because I lost my progression, but I watched your playthrough on Instagram. So you posted
yeah,
the scene when MC goes in and tries to fraternize with Craig, of course, fake. And then Miles and Covington, they were outside. So how did you feel about that scene?
I felt grossed out how she had to seduce Craig, but I laughed at the parts where Miles was where Miles and Clint were feeling disgusted.
Hmm.
Quite,
Yeah, it was funny, really, to be honest. Now,
yeah,
yeah. And yeah, I mean, Craig, he was really fool. I think Miles once said, well, he can't be that fool, right? Well, it turns out he was that much fool.
yeah,
Yeah, that was really hilarious.
yeah.
And so now, really about the finale, that's really interesting. So that was just yesterday. How did you feel about the finale? So if I ask you to just express your feelings about the finale, what would you like to say?
I think it ended well. Um, um, it ended well. I think people had. I don't know if anyone has different endings, but in my ending, my MC uh, had a third baby with Miles. Yeah, you can see it from my Instagram. Screenshot.
Uh-huh.
So
That's true.
I think people had different endings because there was either three options where she wanted to either grow a family, become mayor of Gracetown, or go on a family vacation.
Hmm. You chose the option to grow the family. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. Yeah. So, are you satisfied with the ending, or did you want something more at the end, like something that would linger on the heads of the readers?
I think I was a little satisfied for the ending. She's got a happily ever after. So she has twins. She has a love of her life.
Mhm. So, the finale, the wedding part. I mean, we have lots of wedding, right? So first,
Yeah,
MC's sister, then MC herself, and then I think by the end, another couple. I can't remember. Elijah, I think.
Elijah and
Yeah, Elijah proposes the Mexican girl. What is her name?
yeah, I think it was Lucy or something.
Yeah.
Lucy, and
Yeah. So, did you
yeah,
like the wedding scenes?
yeah. There was again. They're, they were great.
Hmm. And how about the babies? I mean, they're really cute.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Yeah.
And the part with the babies messed around with Craig. It was funny.
Yeah,
and
that
you
was
can actually read what they say. That was
yeah.
so cool.
I wish they could talk at that point.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, that was super awesome. And the baby birth classes were super awesome too, right? I mean, the dramas that went on
Uh,
there with the Covington brothers sometimes, and then sometimes with the Myra or Miles, the Mayor Dixon, let's say. It was awesome, right?
yeah.
So, from the finale or from the whole book too, what is your favorite part, or what has been your favorite moment from Baby One Book Two?
I think favorite moment was like how like we got to I think it was when the favorite part was like when we got to play the like um, um like the my playing through I played Miles and how he had to look after the twins. That was one of my favorite parts. It was funny and sweet.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I what I liked about the book is basically the small town vibe. I don't know if you have played the Big Sky Country book, but
Oh yeah.
really liked the book. Yeah, I played
Yeah.
that. So
I played it.
yeah, the country music, country scenes and the small
Yeah.
town vibe. Throughout the Babylon book too, I have heard those musics. Whenever we will
Yeah.
spend time with Mayor Dixon and all the little times, the mayor election, the simple life, simple people. So I really like that. And like I said before, MC's fight and all the people around her, the small restaurants and everything. Just it makes and the wedding scenes. We have lots of weddings in this, and it's just a whole bunch of adorable scenes, the babies, and like you said, if you choose to have a third baby, then also it's
Yeah.
totally adorable. The whole thing is totally adorable. I mean, it's a nice ending for the book.
Yeah. It's really nice.
So I have one question for you though. It's
Okay.
that yeah.
Yeah.
So the family drama with Covingtons, and I think Cassandra was also included there. How did you feel about that at the start of the book too?
I think I felt okay. I think I felt a bit like quite annoyed with stuff. How the father was like didn't accept MC as like and seeing the twins as family and he thought that there would be a disgrace. So that was a bit like that was weird. That made me a bit annoyed and angry.
Hmm.
But the brothers were like okay in the start.
Yeah,
And Cassandra was the one, but I think Cassandra probably redeemed herself in book two in a few more chapters.
yeah,
Mm,
and also, uh, I think Covington, the senior Covington, Jabedia, he also redeems himself by the end, or not by the end.
yeah,
Even halfway through the book, he redeems himself, understands his mistakes, accepts MC. That was
yeah,
nice.
yeah. And he walks her down the aisle in a wedding.
Yeah.
Mm,
And this whole concept, if you even like it's Covington's children, but even if you choose to marry Miles or Myra, I mean, Covington, he would be around you, and he would be also taking care of the babies. So
mm,
that's a really unique way, and I really liked that approach that
yeah,
he took, right?
yeah,
Definitely.
mm,
That was super awesome.
yeah. He's like the father of the child, so you should also view his children as well.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, and the way they maintained a healthy relationship with each other, that was really super awesome.
yeah,
That really touched my heart. And the
mm,
friendship between MC, her allies, and all the other friends, that was super awesome.
yeah. That was really sweet.
So, who is your favorite side character in this book?
I would say I would say MC's sister because she's
Hmm.
like funny, sweet, like the best older sister you would ever have.
Yeah. She always wanted to be a mom, but for some reason
Yeah,
she can't be. But the way MC helps her, and
yeah,
her husband even helps her, that was super awesome.
yeah. Okay. First, how in the end she gets to adopt, just to adopt two children.
Yeah,
Mm,
that was touching.
yeah,
So mm, the thing is that overall a really nice book.
yeah.
But
It's a,
I have one question for you. That
okay.
in the finale, do you think they could have done something more to make it more interesting, or have some cliffhanger for the last chapter? How do you feel about? What do you think about the progression of the chapters or of the pace of the book toward the end?
I think it ended well. Um, I think I I see kind of it could have seen like twins. Kind of wish we could have seen twins like it's children or something. Um, but I think it ended well. And nothing much to continue baby bump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if you choose to have another baby, so you still have a baby bump, and in your mind you can imagine a book three or MC's journey, right?
yeah. But baby bump kind of have a Christmas book like the twins first Christmas. I think.
Huh?
Mm. And
Yeah, go on.
twins first Christmas or something. That would have been interesting.
Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah. That would be really interesting.
yeah, because they did the same with the Diary of Chrome, the Mentalist, and Bob and the Raw Romance series.
Yeah. Bloodbound with that was three books long, and it was really interesting all in all, right?
Yeah,
And the whole part toward the end, like you fight one enemy, then another horde of enemy comes back, and the way you still at the end you find out. At first, you think you're not really connected with this whole vampire gang, and if you're just a normal person, but at the end you find
yeah,
out. Well, you have deep secrets, you have deep relations
yeah,
with this vampire group, and that you're just not a commoner. So that was a
yeah.
shocker.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even imagine that MC would be, I think, protector of blood or something, keeper of blood.
Yeah, yeah, it was really surprising. You thought she would be a normal human.
Yeah, it's something similar to Nightbound.
Yeah,
Right, that is super cool.
yeah.
Do you have any questions about this book or any other book?
Um, no, no, no.
Uh, so, last thing I like your Instagram channel edits. I was, like the playthroughs you post and also the edits you do specifically for. I think it was Choicespixelberry, if I remember. The last week it
Oh,
was, and your edits are really awesome.
oh, thanks.
So, do you do the playthroughs? Do you upload for each and every book?
Um, wait, what? What was it?
Do you upload the playthroughs for all the books?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, because I was reading the Baby Bump, like I said, to your playthroughs, and
Mm.
yeah. So that's super awesome. So, do you do more edits on your channel? Like, what kind of edits do you do?
Um, like I do choices edits, and I've done edits for another app, Romance Club. Mm.
What is it called?
Romance Club.
Romance Club. Yeah, I saw one edit. It was like half demon and half goddess or something, right?
And yeah, that was the MC from Bloodline, and that was a theme for at choices in at choices that positivity Instagram account. It was a theme. It was for a theme.
Okay.
So it was angel versus demon theme.
Mhm. So if someone misses one of the choices, books or some scenes, they can go to your channel to check out the important scenes or playthroughs of the recent chapters, right?
You're right. Yeah.
And your Instagram is blue arrow underscore girl x edit sex, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Uh, so that's, yeah, I really enjoy watching the edits and the playthroughs because, like I said, like, if I don't have I don't
Yeah.
play a book, I lost a progression, then I definitely go to your channel and check out the
Yeah.
playthrough.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
And any other thoughts on blood? Sorry, Baby Bump or any other choices books?
Um. I think.
Yeah, go on.
No. I say Baby Bump is a very sweet, heartwarming book for anyone who likes those types of books.
Or yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say about any other books that you liked or any other characters that you really like. You want to express something, so you can do that.
Um, yeah, um, if they, um, like, um, hmm, uh, no, I'm okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just wondering. All right. Okay. So, any last words on this, or any other questions? Any things you want to add to it, to our whole discussion that we talked about today, and anything?
Um, let's, let's say that, uh, um, let's say like, um, really, I'm really surprised how they have become the most hated book to the most liked to a bit of a liked book to most players.
Yeah.
When it began, I don't think anyone liked it so much. But when book two came out, it started to be good.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, when book, yeah, you're right. Because I think in book two they had everything. They had the election. They had the sham around the election. The sort of stealing the election thing
Yeah,
with this, and then this you're going through a pregnancy, the
yeah,
fights, the other dramas, and old characters, new characters. That was super awesome. Yeah,
yeah, that was fun.
that's right. And
Mm.
how do you like the town, Gracetown? I almost forgot to ask.
Oh, and I think it was a nice town. It's sweet. It's like a sweet little town. Um, and has some kind some kind people like MC's sister, Lisa, Elijah, and the doctor got a name, and Officer Keith, well, always telling you to follow the law.
Yeah, the doctor's character I really liked. I mean, she was really sweet and helping toward MC. I mean,
Mm,
she said she did the wrong diagnosis. I think she said
mm,
there's just only one baby, but then she said no, there's two.
mm.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah, I really.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah, go.
confused of how she got it wrong. More
Yeah.
stuff to is
Yeah,
would
I think
happen.
Choices planned originally just one baby. Then, since they're going
Yeah.
for spin off, they just said there are two babies.
Mm-hmm. That's what. That's not gonna be it.
Hmm. I mean, yeah. And what about the music? The background music they played. So they were touching, right?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah. So, did you collect all the baby blankets?
Oh
Blankets.
yeah. Yes. Yes. I did.
So, what scene did you unlock? Because I didn't collect all the baby blankets.
Um. I think the scenes of um. uh, um. I don't remember, but like the scenes where like in book one you have to fix one relationship of the baker and of those two bakers. That and then there was one uh about there was one where you played as the male and they were and he or she was a kid. I remember those, and also there was one where you could be Queen of Gracetown.
Hmm.
Mm,
That's true.
mm,
Um, I didn't play that scene. I wish I could because yeah,
mm,
I always like this kind of bonus scenes and special scenes.
mm,
That's true.
mm.
So, Open Heart is also gonna end next week.
Oh yeah,
Excited for that?
a little set that's kind of the final,
Yeah.
and being kind of attached to the characters like the friend group, Sienna, Elijah, Jackie, Bryce, Raphael, and Aurora.
Elijah.
Mm.
Who's your ally?
Hmm?
Who's your love interest in that book?
Oh, it's Ethan.
Ethan. Okay.
Mm.
So he was from the very beginning, or did you change in the middle?
And here's from the beginning.
Uh-huh. So if I take Ethan out, then who would be your next love interest? Is it
I'd
going to be
say
Raphael or Bryce?
I'd say probably Raphael because he's sweet and kind.
Yeah, I like Raphael too. I mean,
Yeah,
he's just genuinely a guy who cares for everyone, who doesn't think twice before putting himself
yeah,
at risk to save others' lives. And he's just genuinely a caring person, loving person, and I just love him.
yeah,
All the characters are great, to be honest, in Open Heart
yeah,
book.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
So, and you're also reading Laws of Attraction, right?
Yep.
How's you liking it?
It's nice.
Mm,
Mm, yeah, well, and cases are interesting, and
yeah.
mm,
But the big murder mystery isn't still here, right?
no, I'm still waiting for it. I'm still wondering why I haven't gotten to the murder mystery yet.
Yeah, I think that it's just gonna
Mm,
be like foreign affairs. Maybe the murder mystery is gonna be like a little rushed toward the end if it ends at 16th chapter.
uh,
It's
yeah,
a little bit worrying, to be honest.
yeah, yeah, but when you get the apartment, there's one dialogue where it says that you would have this apartment with the series. So Law of Attraction could be a series. I screenshotted it in my Instagram and highlighted
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but I have heard somewhere like they don't make the series. Like they decide whether to make a series of a book or not when the book is halfway done. Like when the book is at chapter 7 or chapter 8 or chapter 9, and if they see like it's getting a good review, people are reading it a lot, then they decide, okay, let's make a sequel for this book. I've
Mm,
heard. I don't know.
mm, mm,
So maybe these few weeks would decide the future of this book.
yeah,
Like even if they have plans for sequel, and if they see like, well, no, not a lot of view, readers is getting, so then they can drop it, like it happened with Nightbound. Because I think they had originally
Mm,
a plan set for Nightbound, but then they thought, oh well, not many readers are reading it, or it's not getting that popular, so let's drop it. And because the end was rushed, clearly they had
yeah,
plans but they dropped it.
yeah, and I think yeah, but I didn't like finish Nightband because I lost my progress from that.
Yeah, I
So
mean, the stepbrother Diallo, he just dies. He could have been alive for a book too. It would have made a
yeah,
great book to material.
yeah,
Yeah, that's sad. To see it end
yeah,
like that.
yep,
Let's hope it doesn't happen with Laws of Attraction.
yeah. Fingers crossed, hopefully.
How did you like Foreign Affairs?
It was great.
Mhm. Who was
I
there
think,
alive, Lane or Tatum?
I think it was Tatum.
Tatum. Yeah, he's a very likable guy.
Yeah,
How did you feel about the ending and the last few chapters of Foreign Affairs? Did you feel it was rushed?
yeah. I kind of feel like it was rushed. Then there could have been more to it, like Winston's betrayal. You could have made that storyline.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just like for a very short
yeah,
amount
you
of
wouldn't have
time.
gotten like busted that quick. Could have escaped, and that could have been a book too.
Yeah, with Winston. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, the same. I think there was a plan for a book too, maybe, but maybe it didn't get a lot of readers or something, and they just dropped it.
yeah, yeah,
But it's really sad.
yeah, pretty bad.
And new books are coming: Crimes of Passion, Nanny Affair
Mhm.
2, Queen Bee 2, Royal Air 4, and the Zombie book. That's, I think, the
Yeah,
most anticipated book.
yeah, and excited for those new books.
Yeah,
Mm,
excited about the Zombie book?
yeah, I mean, no, the internet store has made this dumb book before. I think it could be like Walking Dead or something.
Mm. So, what do you think about the book? Like, how could it be? Do you have any prediction or any ideas about that?
I think they'll start like normal, like you like a nice, like everything's all good. So there could be like something bad like happening, like some like the like how The Walking Dead or The Last of Us started. Like, those are zombie, those are those like zombie themed. So it
Yeah,
could like, go for this, and you and like you could have outcomes like it could be like those outcomes like it lives in the woods, like when they had those uh point thingies where you and your friends have like lower higher points of something. I don't know. It, like those point things and it lives in the woods and lives beneath.
yeah. I mean, the nerve
Mm.
scores and your
And
friend
yeah,
group with whom you fight
yeah,
the crimes and stuff. Yeah, it could be
yeah,
the case.
yeah,
I'm really excited for that. I want to see how they approach this whole zombie thing. Like, I've read zombie books in other places. It's not as good as I think it's going to be in Choices. So I'm really excited how they approach this. It's going to be super awesome.
yeah, same.
Mm.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. And
Mm.
you reading any old books now?
I think I'm currently probably reading America's Most Illegible, Zydeco, and High School Story as well.
Oh, that's really nice. America's Most Eligible and High School Story. They're really nice books. Enjoy
Yeah,
reading those. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
yeah, yeah.
That's cool. All right, so I'm almost done. I don't have anything left on my sheet. So, do you have anything to add, or any queries, any questions, anything you want to mention? Anything you have in mind?
Um, um, no, not really.
Not really.
not really.
Okay, that's that then. And thank you for coming and discussing about
Anything?
Baby Bump and the last chapter and the finale and about some other choices books. And
Yeah.
thanks for having the conversation with me.
Alright, thank you. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
yeah, it's always a pleasure. And I look forward to watching more your edits and other playthroughs that you post on Instagram. So if I miss some stories, I will definitely be going to your account to
Oh,
check your
alright.
stories.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for making
It's
those.
nice uh, it's nice to have someone appreciate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
You gotta give credit where it's due. Thanks,
yeah. Okay. Oh,
and thanks for coming again. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, see you again. Feel free to
See
come
you.
back again. Stay safe.
Okay.
Take care.
Alright, thanks.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.